dear students. Hope all of you are fine and enjoying also. I hope you had gone through the last two videos of chapter 8. Now I am here with the poem of chapter 8, right? The name of the poem is Vocation and it's written by Rabindranath Tagore. You know Rabindranath Tagore, he is from West Bengal and he is a Nobel Prize winner and he is very famous. He was very famous for short stories, poetry and novel. For all this work he was very famous and he was of West Bengal only. Now we'll come to know about the poem Vocation, right? Vocation, you know all of you what is that vocation means? Vocation means profession, right? First I will read out the poem, then I will explain, right? When the gong sounds 10 in the morning and I walk to school by our lane, every day I met the hawker crying bangles, crystal bangles. There is nothing to hurry him on. There is no road he must take, no place he must go to, no time where he must come home. Every day when the writer, when the small boy goes to or went to the school, on the way every day he saw hawkers on the road, bangles, crystal bangles. Hearing that, seeing him, seeing the hawker, he felt that no one is there to force him, no one is there to say don't go there, don't come here, like that. He is free. He is free. The hawker is free of his own way. He has no tension. He has no thinking about where to go, how to go, when to come back home also, right? He is very free. Wherever he wants, wherever he wanted, he went. Wherever he wanted to sit, he sit or sat, you can say. So he is free, totally free. Now next, I wish I were a hawker, spending my day in the road, crying bangles, crystal bangles. I wish I were a gardener, digging away at the garden, with nobody to stop me from digging, just as it gets dark in the evening and my mother sends me to bed. I can see through my open window the watchman walking up and down. So hearing that bangles, crystal bangles, and see the hawker, the writer also wished to be. He was thinking, if I were means अगर मैं होता तो, right? So क्या क्या होता उसको? If I were a gardener, garden, he used to dig the garden and nobody was there, nobody would be there to stop him from digging, just as it gets dark. Only in the evening only he stopped digging soils, and at the time when mother pains me to bed, when mother will ask me to go bed. Otherwise, no one is there to stop me. I could continue my digging soils, right? He was thinking, if I were a gardener, then I would dig soils like that. And he says that I could see through my window, open window, the watchman walking up and down. Now, first he saw hawker, second he mentioned that gardener, and third now he is going to say about a watchman. When at 4 in the afternoon come back from the school, I can see through the gate of that house the gardener digging the ground. He does what he likes with his spade. He soils his clothes with dust. Nobody takes him to task. If he gets baked in the sun or gets wet, nobody is there. He had gone through, he saw through the window that when he was at the time of returning home from school, he saw the gardener. No one is there to stop him. He soils his own clothes and dusty body also, he was thinking, and nobody would say to task, right? If he gets baked in the sun or gets wet, if I were a gardener, right, at the time of digging he had to be under sun. So if he is getting baked, means jal jana धूप में, or gets wet, बारिश से भीग जाए, तो no one is there to stop him until and unless mothers ask him to go to the bed. The lane is dark and lonely, and the street lamp stands like a giant with one red eye in its head, and the watchman swings his lantern and walks with his shadow at his side, and never once goes to bed in his life. I wish I were a watchman walking the street all night, chasing the shadows with my lantern. One more thing he saw, that watchman, he was on duty, and every day he used to walk through the lane, and street lights just like a giant with red eyes, and in his head red eyes just like means above the lampshade, and watchman keep watching or doing his duty along with the lantern, with the help of kerosene and that wicks, one type of handmade means that homemade lantern, and he used to carry it because everywhere street light is not there, so sometimes he had to carry that also to keep to go through the lane and to be watchful, right? He was on duty as a watchman, so wherever which road is there is no street lights, he has to carry with that lantern, so that seeing that light, thieves or other people will not come over there thinking that yes, someone is there. Because of that only he used to carry that lantern, and at the time of duty he has to, or he had to keep that lantern with him. The boy is thinking that if I were a watchman, then I would carry a lantern and shadow with me. Means as he was carrying a lantern, obviously shadow will also be there. So he was thinking I would also carry my shadow and chasing, not carry, chasing, shadow मेरे पीछे पीछे भागते हुए आ रहे, तो just imagining, he was imagining that my shadow will also chase me. So this is the poem. Mainly this is for what, you know, this is only for that vocation. All have their own vocation. So Rabindranath Tagore here, uh, he mentioned three type of vocation. One is that hawker, and one is that gardener, and one is that watchman. So this is the story, and the boy, he is very happy to be like that watchman, hawker, and that gardener. So that is his feeling and thinking. So we also have our own thinking and feelings. So according to that, we are also trying to be. And the boy, the small boy, he also wanted to, he was wishing to be. Okay, so it's his imagination, his thinking about the vocation. The people all, they are busy about their profession, about their own work, and if I were, then he would also enjoy, right? Thank you so much. This is so for all about that profession, and the boy got inspired seeing and observing them, how they are free, how they are free. No one is there to stop, how they are free, how they are free at their own profession, and all they are enjoying only. No one is there to stop them, no one is there to say do this, do that. So that is the main part of this poem, कि freely they are enjoying, they are at their own vocation, at own profession, but no one is there to stop them. They are enjoying their duties, they are enjoying their profession. Okay, so this much only. Thank you so much. Hope you understood. Bye. Take care.